Everybody, this is breathing exercise video take 2. The first one was pretty bad. I messed up quite a bit, I just started thinking for like 30 seconds and it was about an 8-minute video. And I thought you probably didn't want to see that long of a video, so I'm going to try to hurry it up and see what happens. So yeah, okay. So we're going to start with, first of all, we're going to start with posture. You want to be standing up for these exercises, and you want to kind of, be standing up straight, have a good posture, and you want to put your head kind of in a spot that's going to be most efficient to get the air into your lungs and back out without any kind of tension anywhere. So the best way to do that, and like not craning your neck or anything or causing extra tension anywhere in your airflow, the best way you want to do that is to find where your soft palate, kind of on the roof of your mouth, where that turns cold. And the best way to do that is you breathe in and you just put your head up, about right there, and that's where the roof of my mouth gets cold, kind of in the back toward where the throat starts, and that's the best pathway right when I'm in that position, and it's the least impeding on the airflow. So once you get that, you want to kind of poise your lips when you breathe, kind of like a whistle, kind of like, if you can see me. So not quite a whistle, obviously. You don't want to be going, I guess you could, but that'd become weird. But you want to be kind of breathing like that. Don't breathe loudly, don't go don't do that. Try to, obviously if you're breathing really quickly you're going to make some noise, but try to not make too much noise. For the sake of this video, I'm going to make as much noise as possible sometimes, just so that you can hear me breathing, so that I'm not just standing here looking like a fool. So we're going to do exercise 1 right now, okay? It's going to be 6 counts in, 6 counts out. So like 3 is going to be right in the middle here, 6, full breath, lungs are full right here, and then 3, and then empty lungs down here, okay? You want to always start with your lungs completely deflated, so get all the air out of your lungs. And start. And that was actually a little fast. Usually you don't go quite that fast. So that was, you can slow down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So that's about the speed you want to go, and then you repeat. It's about 1 second. It's maybe a little longer than a second. You can even slow down more and get even a better effect out of it. So, and then on a lot of the exercises, I'll specify in the emails, but you want to do then 7, 8, 9. I might even say 10 and 11 if it's, if I want to make it an easy day, just like one breathing exercise. I might go all the way to 15 or something. So make sure that you're not stopping at the very end, so you're not going, and then you're totally full and you're only like here, and you're like, quickly get up there, or whatever. You want to be even all the way up, and then you completely full with air. You have to kind of time it right. You got to kind of get, you got to practice, I guess, doing it a little bit. You'll get better as you go along, but you want to be completely full at this point and then immediately start letting out. You don't want to stop. You don't go, you don't want to do that. You just want to go up and down very smoothly, kind of as the graph shows. So and for all of these activities you want to do that. You don't want to have any or you don't want to have any of that. You don't want to have any fluctuating. You don't want to stop or start breathing during, it has to be a very smooth increase the entire way in a very controlled airflow, and that's gonna help you with like control in general on the body, and really increase your endurance and your how well in shape you are, because you'll be able to take in so much more oxygen for every breath. And you won't feel the effects of this right away by any means. It'll probably be a couple months at least before you start feeling the effects of these breathing exercises. But it's really worth it. I've really felt it's worth it. I can get so much more air in, I think, even than when I was in cross country, just because I was doing these every single day for about 10 minutes. So it really makes a difference. I'm going to get down here because you can see me better. We're going to do exercise 2 and 3 really quick. They're kind of self-explanatory, so I'll just do them fairly quickly. You do not use arms for these exercises, only for the first exercise that I just showed you. So I'm going to do, I believe it was like 4 in, hold 16, and then 8 out. And I'm going to do this as I'm counting in my head, because you can't actually see me counting in my head. So here we go. Empty your lungs and start. Okay, that was good. I emptied my lungs at the very end of that. I had absolutely nothing left. I just stopped, straight stopped, and that's exactly what you want to do. So that's that. Again, the counting is a little fast, but I want to speed up the video and get as much information here as possible. It's probably going to take over the time that it did last time, but I'm also giving you a lot more information than that first video that failed. I didn't give you hardly any information compared to what I'm doing now. I'm talking a lot faster. I've actually got my mind wrapped around it. Anyway, let's do exercise 3 then. And before we go to 3, for 2, I can vary that. I can make you breathe in 8, then hold for 20, then breathe out 4, or I can make you breathe for 4, hold for 12, breathe out for 4, breathe in for, I don't know. I mean, it's going to vary. It's going to be whatever it is, so just pay attention to that email. Or I don't really care, you can do your own variation, because once I start varying those in that much detail, it's, I'm just being kind of fun, I guess, or different, trying to make things a little different, trying to not give you the same exact information day after day after day. But so it's not a big deal, and I'm not actually, trying to get you in the best shape by varying it, so you can kind of play around with it a little bit. And the more breathing exercises you do, obviously, the better in shape your lungs are gonna be, and the quicker you're gonna feel it. So if you honestly just do breathing exercises 2 times a week, or even 3 times a week, you're not gonna feel it probably for 2 or 3 months. You're not gonna feel any effect at all, really, hardly anything anyway. But if you do it every day, every other day, and you do it for 10 minutes rather than 2 minutes, you're going to feel it a lot more quickly, probably within a month and a half at most. And your push-ups, your running, your sit-ups, whatever, all those are going to just get easier, because you're going to be able to take in your breath instead of holding your breath while you're doing push-ups. Or you're going to be able to run faster because you're getting more oxygen inside of you. So I'm going to do the last activity since we're at 9 minutes, and that's just like a quick breathing. I want to start you at obviously with no air in the lungs, and then we have to get up to a full air in the lungs before we can go back down. And typically it's a fast breathing exercise, or fast in breathing, slow out breathing. But we start with 4 counts in, just to kind of set off this activity. So it's also in counts of 4, so like measures of 4, 4, 8, 12, and then 15, 3 more counts, and then there's a pickup measure in which you breathe in, and then you start breathing back out again. So I'll do it, I'll count off like this again, and then we'll be done. So I'm not going to obviously write in the email, 4 in, 15 out, 1 in, 15 out, 1 in, 15 out. I'm just going to tell you to repeat it you know, 4 times, and then do that 3 times. That's typically what it's going to be. So, and then you automatically just remember to breathe in 4 counts before you start breathing out again. So it's pretty self-explanatory, I think. All right, here we go. Empty the lungs and 13, 14, 15. Oh, I messed up at the end. I only went for like 12 counts or like 10 counts or 8 counts. I don't even know how many. Make sure you don't run out of air too fast. I just ran out of air too fast. So try your hardest to not run out of air until the 15th count, and then on the 16th count, breathe in and then start over and until you get to 16 again. So that is all. Enjoy.